What it do? It's Bernie B, aka Bleezy. We in Verde room again, man. Shout out to my man Jarber over there working the station for us. Today we went from Cali to the LV. You know what I mean? Got my family up in here. Yatta the Blacksmith.
Yes, sir. Blessings to you, cuzzo.
Yeah.
Much love, much respect.
And Zobi. Xaviii.
Yes, sir.
Xaviii or Xaviii?
Yeah. Xaviii.
Xaviii.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And that's with 3 eyes, and don't you forget it.
With 3 eyes, huh? That's that third eye right, huh?
Exactly.
Keep
Wide
you there.
open.
Xaviii. So I've been saying it wrong all day.
That's all good.
All right. There it is. There
That's
it is.
real.
That's what we're here to do, educate.
And if
Exactly.
you don't know, now you
Now
know.
you know.
Exactly.
You know, well, y'all know about the Verde room, man. We all about education and elevation up in here. You know what I mean? So we're in a new location today. We came down to the stew so we can get Xaviii and Yatta in here on a performance right after this. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get y'all well versed with what they do. But they coming out of LV, man, and it's it's a sick sound that they got coming out of LV. I'll let you explain what it is. Well, let's start with you, Xaviii.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, because you messing around with them beats, man. Like I said, I only heard a few songs, but a fan of how you do that 808. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So,
I appreciate it.
What's your inspiration coming out of Vegas with your music, man?
As far as my music, I just try to keep it diverse for the most part. Try to play with a lot of the different sounds that are out now. Not any direct influences, but I like listening to a lot of older boom bap. I'm more of a backpacker, but been experimenting with more of the new sounds now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's kind of what I got when I heard it. It was that old school feel that just really resonated with me from a original hip hop head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being on the corner or actually not even on the corner at the schoolhouse beating on the lunch table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just really gave that real deep bass. You know that was dope, my man. And it ain't too many people that could get at it on that lunch table like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
I think if you write anything good enough, just by music theory, it has to work out. So if the writing's good, if you throw that over any beat, it can't really miss because at least at the end of the day, it's hitting like the ears right when it's rhyming.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We call that a positive attitude brings a positive result. You know what I mean?
Nice.
That's nothing but facts. That's true. That's real facts.
Yatta. So you, my man, listen. Yatta he's a different artist. You know, coming from his age.
Yeah.
You know, the genre, and I don't even think you have a genre, huh, cuzzo?
I don't even think so anymore because at this point, I just want to try stuff out. Like me and Xaviii, every time we meet up, we're just like, what are you it's like some Pinky and the Brain type stuff. It's just we're always trying to get some new stuff to because you never know what's gonna take off. So we'll do some reggaeton type stuff. One day we'll do some crazy new modern trap stuff. We'll take it back to some 90s Wu-Tang boom bap stuff, just straight from the trenches type stuff.
Yeah.
And it's great. We'll always be trying to mess around as we explore really the depths of what we have to offer the game and what the years of experience we both have and experience of just that hip hop has created in this modern climate in general has to offer us and what we can do to shape it or in turn be shaped by it.
Right.
Yep.
I like what you said though, how what you have to offer the game. You know what I mean? Most cats is really trying to plug in to see what they can get out the game. Mm-hmm. But you got something to offer to the game. And we were talking earlier about wave makers, you know?
Right.
Cats that just set out and trend set on their own situation.
Yeah.
And it's hard for you to get past that creative vigor, you know? To where it just kind of consumes you and takes over you, but it shows in your music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what I liked about how you said about how you don't really listen to a whole bunch of stuff because that taints what you got to say because you have got a clear vision of what the sound that you want to produce and anything else tainting on that would take away from that vision. So I like that. Yeah. I like that perspective on it. That's really hard for me, and that's one that I hadn't really usually seen in that perspective before. So that's rad. Right. I love that.
There it is. Well, you know, at the end of the day, we're all students of the game. You know?
Yep.
Right.
But then you got A students and you got D students.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's just how the world rock, man. Well, I think that you guys both are A students.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That, cause,
Yeah.
Much
And
appreciated.
you know, that's what we invite here in the Verde room, man. Whether known or unknown, we just looking for A students of the game. You
And
know?
likewise, Big Bleezy.
Man. Anything else is uncivilized.
You feel
know what I
me?
mean?
You feel me?
Uncivilized. So when I say no genre, what's Zavi? Do you do the beats for what he does?
For
with
Yatta? So Yatta does a lot of more self-produced work.
Okay.
I do a lot of sample-based things that I have in the tuck. So I had a real shitty setup, and recently swapped over to a good setup and just pretty much worked for like the last 8 months. So I got a lot of stuff stashed.
Right.
I just lit out this project at the beginning of the month,
Okay.
just to kind of let them know that the sound is there. But I got a lot of self-produced stuff in the tuck, not too much out.
And don't let the smooth look fool you. You know what I mean? Zavi got some heat in there, man. He got some heat. So on Spotify, that's what they look up. Zavi?
Yeah, Xaviii, Xaviii, 3 eyes.
There it is. Xaviii. Yatta, where you at on Spotify?
Oh man, I'm on all the platforms. You can always get that at Yatta the Blacksmith. That's YATTA, the Blacksmith. You know, we be cutting. We gotta give them quality cuts out here. You know, the iron
Cold
bars. We be managing. We make it malleable. You know what I mean? Make it listenable.
There it is. There it is.
We gotta
It ain't
provide that.
different. And that's what you provide to the game, right?
Of course, exactly.
You know what I mean? And now, Yatta, with you tell them what you do with the rock.
Oh man, so you know I'm coming with the best of both worlds with it. Like I'm starting out from more of a hardcore rock perspective. I was always like a rocker kid, mainly started out on the Linkin Park on the new metal stuff. Started on the softer side, but then I got into your Foo Fighters, your Nirvanas, your Rise Against. You know, you got the teen angst. You gotta get that out there. I was in a band myself. Shouts outs Full Fledged, Salem, Ruben, out there doing the best. Ruben being the best bass player in the world. Shouts outs. No offense, Jer Bear.
I was like, damn, bro. I was like, yo, he's popping shots like that, bro. I was like, you need to chill out, bro.
Like that, Jer.
Hey, your mic cut out, bro.
It's the biggest sabotage. I'm saying, I'm saying, but no, we got. No shots, I promise. But you know, we gotta get my jazz bins out there, my progressive shouts outs, my periphery boys out there. But you know, now we on to bigger, better things. I got us this crazy new metal project now. It's called Costs. You can find this also on Spotify. KOS with my homie Joey, and
That shit goes.
it's great. It's great, honestly. The homie Trevor, the homie Jake, we're doing big things out here, fusing like real hardcore, really kind of like deathcore 2012 stuff, like Whitechapel, Oceano stuff with like Limp Bizkit, kind of Linkin Park-esque raps, Mike Shinoda. Like, so if you're into that, definitely come and take a look at it. We paving ways really out there because that's what the scene's like in Vegas. Honestly, it's more of a hardcore. Raps really kind of. I'm not gonna say it's new, but it's not the prevalent scene.
Right.
The scene's pretty scattered out there. It's just like I mean, there's just mad good artists out there, but no one really links up. Because in Cali, you guys have like venues, promotions, and shit to kind of elevate everyone and put at least a pyramid scheme so the people can like come out the top. But Vegas is very
Y'all encourage.
everyone kind of goes their own way. Fucking random venues pop up. People just do some shows there with their homies, put all their homies on that. You find new people, but it's like there's no structure there yet.
Right.
But like the sound in Vegas there is no sound because you can do whatever the fuck you want. People sound like Memphis. People sound like Atlanta. People sound like fucking Cali. It's like a lot of Florida shit too.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people. I'm so sorry.
No, have you?
A lot of people that like the best part of Vegas is that like it's like such like a caricaturized version of America because there a lot of the people, the best people from Vegas aren't from Vegas. They're from outside, and so you've got so many different sounds, and that's how you get like that big melting pot. Sorry to interrupt you.
And that's okay, but that's what I love about Vegas, right? You'll go to Vegas, and I'm from Cali, so it's kind of like a staycation for us, right? We're only
Right.
3.5 hours away, but when you go to Vegas, man, you would think that it's just Cali people or Americans, but it's not. You got the whole world coming to that little 4 blocks of what they got going on in Vegas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you'll really be surprised on how far your voice could reach from that desert, baby.
Yeah.
That's
It's a whole
that's
ass
the beauty of
melting
Vegas.
pot.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
big ass melting pot.
That's crazy that you use that analogy. Yeah, it's crazy how far your voice can reach from all the way to like the streets and the people who like live outside the casinos, all the way to like the real top presidential suites. Like the small guys, you could go from playing venues like right behind the casinos to playing in the casinos like in the matter of a night. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The range is nuts too. I've met some people who just like pull up to rap, or I've crossed paths with them, and they'll just start rapping, bro. I'm like, damn, you're like from the Bay? Oh damn, just Vegas. I'm like, how the fuck? Like they can move that shit like they're from the Bay. They can move that shit for like they're from different locations, and they just tap into different things.
Right.
It's crazy.
And that's Vegas too, because with all the different shows, you kind of got to be adaptable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's big with us here on the Verde Room. True players adapt to the situation,
Nice.
You can drop us off anywhere, and we're going to keep it green. Verde.
Hey,
Yeah,
there you go. Green light. Super green.
Yeah, that's what we do. We push green. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, man, like I say, Yatta is my family, man. That's my little cousin, So I've always been a fan of how my man do it. And then when I heard him as the lead vocalist in this rock band, which I can't understand nothing he's saying. I'm an old head, But it sounds good still. You feel me? The way your band be behind you and rocking, and then if you see him in the shows, it's just his energy is all there, man. So
you'll recognize real.
It game recognize game, because
absolutely.
Yes, I appreciate your energy, man. I appreciate your passion for what you do. And then when I heard Xaviii, I was like, yeah, my man got a passion for what he do as well. Then y'all got to talking to Gerber, and y'all what would we call that? Sound geeks.
Yeah, honestly,
you know what I mean?
Engineering talk.
Hardware.
Look, I sat in our elevation segment. We had it was like a master class.
It was like a Fry's electronic water cooler, man.
Right. Yeah, so everybody was well versed in what they know behind the technology of this music, man. And that's artists and all artists alike. You know what I mean? We can speak the same language, and that's the beauty of music.
Absolutely.
Is that you can have the same music in front of somebody who doesn't speak the same language, but we can play the same thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's also a universal healer, I feel, as well. Music.
That's absolute truth.
So to just tap in, and that's the whole beauty, and why we keep pushing this TVR thing, man, is that it just goes with the elevation. I don't think it's nothing cooler than to sit and get elevated and listen to your favorite tune.
Yeah.
Really, and it's
Favorite
crazy.
pastime.
That's Xaviii. Like, you gotta tell him, because you just actually got reintroduced to enjoying things in an elevated mindset again.
Oh yes, this is correct. But yeah, no, man, that's my favorite pastime. Just listening to music, dissecting it actively, and just posting up and listening to other people's creations. It's great.
When you say dissecting it actively, can you translate?
So like there was a suggestion for engineers. You listen to the same like 4 or 5 projects, and you listen to like maybe one just for an entire week until you hear every ad-lib, how every ad-lib dissolves, all the reverb, every different texture that the artist puts into it, how the beats, the snares, and everything just different claps around. And you can pretty much go into how an engineer structures their own thing, and you can learn every in and out of it.
Okay.
And just see why they intentionally put in mistakes and things that make the cut. And it's just like actively listening to someone else's work.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. Now, Xaviii, you got a whole nother energy connection, man, because you mess with those stones too.
Yeah. Do some wire rapping in my spare time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're an artist in more than one light as well.
Yeah, you gotta have like a lot of creation outlets and stuff like that.
Right.
If you get frustrated with working, or you're hitting a plateau, you gotta go somewhere else where maybe you're not too good at it. I try collaging because my hands can't stay steady for like the shit. Like, I wish I could paint, but
Right.
yeah, just pick up different things, stay creative.
Well, you can paint, man. Even with the shaky hands, you're going to create your style.
Some Picasso stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's your
incorporate
stroke,
it.
man.
Yeah,
Some
You
squiggles.
know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if God gave it to you, that's your stroke, man. Just find the best way to do it. And true players, they adapt to the situation. You know what I mean?
If this music stuff blows up, I'm gonna just sell some squiggly paintings, man.
Ain't no
Just go
if
for it.
neither. It's when this
Or
music
when.
thing
Exactly.
blow
We
up.
manifesting.
Yeah, we manifesting, man.
Word.
Energy, it's kinetic. Yeah, so that's real dope, man. It was something else I wanted to ask you too. Man, dang it, and messing. You see, that's that.
Energy is
that's-
the name of the game.
Energy is the name of the game, and the kinetic energy that you guys bought out here from Vegas, I already knew how it was gonna be. I can't wait to let them see this performance because I haven't even seen it or heard the songs they're gonna do, but I can just feel that it's gonna be some dope stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be major. Like we love to have fun. Like there's nobody else I would rather like be up here performing with, honestly, because like we just have such like a cool dynamic and we always have such a good time. So I'm stoked.
Right.
Yeah, I pulled up on a whim too.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
some last second stuff.
We've been on some Bill and Tell homie shit.
That's your passion, though.
Yeah.
Right? That's your passion.
Yeah.
A lot of things that I do is instinct, right? And that's what I was going to say earlier, man, is that a lot of people look at what I do and they be like, man, how you do so many things? And I'm not saying I do more than anybody else, but I do. And just what you said, Zavi, when I get, like I was rebuilding my car, when I get stuck on one portion of it to where I can't seem to read or figure it out or find a video to help me get to the next step, I take a break. I might take a week off, 2 weeks off, and I have a whole nother 2 or 3 projects that I'm working on. And they'd be like, well, you got too many things going on.
Yeah.
Now, I got just enough going on to keep me off that so I can think through it. So it's kind of hard. I don't know. It's hard for, I don't want to say other people, but it's just hard for people to understand how I can go from one project to another, but I need that other project to make this project work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when I go back 2 weeks later, it just like, bam, like I did it before, but I didn't. I just had 2 weeks to rest my brain and focus on what it was that I needed to do. And then it was like my vision was clearer,
Yeah.
I can't really explain it. It's just something that has to be done.
Yeah.
You know? There's some people talk and some people do.
Absolutely.
I think there's like multiple layers of levels of like creation. Some people like are cool with one creative outlet. Maybe they just go rap and that's how they get their stuff off. And there are people who do that, get a taste of it, and then let creation consume them. So they just want to full-time create with all of their pastime. And that's where you find a lot of these people who are like at the top of the game, or maybe they've just been doing their sound for so long because they sit and create all day, like, and they just end up building something crazy because they take all these different avenues. But when you learn, I don't know, creation goes across everything. You can learn some stuff in chess and get good at jiu-jitsu. You can learn some... I started engineering. I learned more about how to rap and deliver into a microphone because I engineer it myself. Different things like that. They're just... Everything helps each other.
That feng shui.
Yeah.
The yin and the yang.
Absolutely. The same way that your coach, like when you're on an off season, like during football, they just tell you to like do wrestling, do baseball, do something else. Like, and not only does it keep you in shape mentally and physically, but it also like keeps you in the mindset to keep moving. There is this really cool interview with MF Doom, rest in peace, where he's saying you got to have other creative outlets or just other outlets in general when you like been focusing like and spending all your time and like mental like
Capacity.
stamina and all your capacity towards one thing for so long, you can get burnt out and your entire outlook can end up suffering because you're limiting your perspective to just that. But you're not just that. When you came into that, it was with a perspective of everything else that you had going on. So sometimes you got to go back to that, go back to the beginning to get like that palette reset and truly get back to where you were. Like, even if you're not starting like again from where you were, when you do end up coming back to the project, you're coming at it with fresh eyes. So it gives you that motivation to move forward. And so if people who don't like really, who either don't really put their mental capacity or mental stamina towards like one thing for a really long time and kind of like place it amongst several things, or people who just really haven't found their thing that they can really focus on, it can be hard to conceptualize that type of thing. But like, it's the same way that people will tell you, if you find a job that you enjoy, you won't work a day in your life. You just want to do it.
True.
And you want to get better at it. So you want to, even when you're burnt out on it, you want to seek things that can get you better so you can get back to it.
Right. So that goes true to the quote that there's a time and a place.
Absolutely.
There's a time and a place. And I encourage everybody out there to find your thing, whatever it is. And that goes back to that creativity and not really being able to listen to other people's music. Not to say other people, I can listen to it, but it's just certain things that are going to appeal to me. But
Can't let it influence you. You won't let it influence
exactly. You know, I have to run my own lane and be my own creator. You know, and that's my thing. You know, I just love to create. I can see you two love to create, but Jerry too. We're all creators. You know, that's
Right.
that energy. That's that kinetic energy that just continues to create. It doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. So projects that you have right now, Xaviii, what you got?
I have 95 Polymath out right now on all platforms, and yeah, just go peep that. 6 tracks, 15 minutes. If you go buy it on Bandcamp for $5, you get a free freestyle from me, even though you don't listen to me, but it's worth it. You could have won this hat. That's all I got.
There it is.
But
done
good
that.
6 songs, best 6 songs I had at the moment. They got choruses and shit. I heard people like choruses. You don't like when I bar shit out for 72 bars. So
even though he easily can,
yeah,
easily could.
There it is. Yourself, Cuzzo?
So for me, I have a project that I just recently released called Limit Break. Shouts out Xaviii, who helped out with the project. Shouts out Energy. Shouts out to Joey. Shouts out to all my homies back in the LV, honestly, for real, that helped make the project. It's real cool. I personally think it's real good. Self-produced. So go and find it out on all platforms. And also got another album coming out pretty soon here called Flex Capacitor. And shouts out to Figgy for doing the artwork on that. I'm going to be dropping that soon, and that's going to be amazing. So hopefully stay tuned. Thank you. I appreciate the listens and attention, whatever we may receive. So blessings to you,
Bitcoin.
There it is. Already, baby. Already. That ring you got on, Cuzzo.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah. What you got going on there, man?
Just a little just a little something. You know, I gotta rep the city. You gotta get the Golden Knights out here. So just a little quick something. Just a little shout to the home.
I'll hold it to the shit.
Just a little.
Oh, that one.
No, that
Just
one
a
right there,
little
Cuzzo.
something.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's them Golden Knights, man.
Big
They
goal.
came in, did their thing. They represented when they first come out, huh?
When they came out, you know, we gotta come out hard with it. We gonna get a whole ass hockey team. We gonna spend all that money that should have been used for education towards. We gonna take a whole ass hockey team with
Hey,
it. We better be doing something with it.
We got a goalie.
Yeah, exactly. We got ourselves a goalie.
Yeah.
We got ourselves a nice little team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they not shabby, man. When they first came out, they went all the way to the playoffs, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
First season, man, that's not bad.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
And now y'all got the Raiders in the house.
Yeah.
You know, don't do that. Y'all don't give me that energy on them Raiders, man.
I'm down. I'm with it.
Yeah, we got him.
The stadium is absolutely beautiful out there.
Oh, yeah,
man.
it's
It looks like
gorgeous.
Darth Vader
Yeah, it's real nice.
It's a futuristic.
It'd be
shit,
cool if we could
definitely.
go inside of it.
and
Yeah,
perform.
or just
Yeah.
go inside and
Yeah,
sit
period.
without
Or
him.
just like
Yeah.
see it.
Well, a couple more months. Just
Yeah.
keep a positive attitude.
Everyone
That's
got to
all.
go get vaccinated,
$6
bro.
bills.
Gotta get these vaccinations out the way.
Real talk. Real talk.
Or don't. I don't know, man. I ain't gonna be controversial. You can do what you
Nah.
want.
But
if you want to go, but if you want to go outside, we gotta take these shots,
y'all
bro.
don't
Whatever
go
they're
and
putting
get
in.
vaccinated, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, you know, you get vaccinated for everything else,
put
and you
worse in
don't
my
know
body.
where it didn't come from. You know what I mean? So go get the vaccination.
Yeah.
If you gonna get vaccinated for nothing else, like I know y'all don't be getting your flu shots and nothing like that,
No,
but
that's
if you don't get vaccinated for nothing else,
That's a hot take.
please get vaccinated for the bubonic plague out here.
And if anything, it's just really showing love to your family. You know, you don't want to. If there is anything, you don't want to kind of be
Honestly.
jeopardizing other people. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I you know, it's a touchy situation for a lot of people. It seems like it's a pretty big panic right now with it, whether they eligible or uneligible. But
it's politeness more than anything, honestly.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's just that respect and for the health of the people that you care about more than anything. How they feel about it. Just like I don't want my folks to get sick.
man, and you know, you definitely won't have your folks getting sick if y'all go ahead and indulge in these here El Toro Verdes.
Speaking of sick,
You know what I mean? It's, you know, a
Product
gentleman never
placement.
shares a cigar. So y'all remember that, man. When folks is licking on blunts and sharing.
Gotta get the individual.
no. You know, gotta
Get
be an
your own.
individual. Gotta be an individual.
gotta get Jones.
that part. Gotta get your hoes, man. So yeah, man, that's what it is. What are you guys gonna perform for us today?
we got this track that we've been saving for like a little group tape that we got coming out here soon. No release date decided yet, but it's called Soap, SOAP,
Okay.
and it's pretty cool. It's like kind of like it's got like a little island flair to it, like a little Tokyo Drift like type bounce to it. I like it. It's fun
Okay.
for me.
Okay. Okay. There it is. There it is. Well, we eager to hear it, man. You know,
Hey, stay tuned.
it's premiering right here
Yes, sir.
on the Verde room.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, that's what we do. We premiere things on the Verde room.
World premiere.
Just keeping it green.
Talk your shit, King.
Keeping it green. So, if you had anything right now that was your biggest priority in your life, how old are you, Zavi?
25.
Yeah.
Just turned 25.
24. Just turned 24.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, 24, 25-ish, man. What's on your brain right now?
Oh man, I do the 9 to 5. I got a decent job, so I'm doing well in that department because I can't just commit to rapping fully. I create with all my spare time. Right now, I've just made enough music to at least roll out one track a week for like 2 years because I just sat inside way too long. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to spread it. Got to learn media, come outside, get out of my room a bit, move around.
There it is.
Yep.
Yatta?
As far as me, I feel like I've got like a good enough setup in the scene, as at least we've seen it, to where I think that I'm ready to move, and I think I'm actually ready to establish a career doing something in the scene that like really we've helped to set up, like whether that's doing audio for the shows, whether that's getting in touch with people in the industry so I can see what that A&R life is about, like whether I can go about getting people out of their shells and telling them what it means to perform, what it means to like express yourself in a performative sense. I want to like be active because I've already spent so much time like kind of creating. I feel like, and I want to continue to create, of course, but now like in tandem with creating and like already showing that okay, here's my body of work. Here's like the range that I'm capable of doing. Now I want to start like, and it's crazy. I want to do this now when everything's shut down, but now I want to start touring. Now I want to start spreading my stuff around so that people can see the wave that I'm trying to create and then move to create the wave.
Right.
So I'm really just trying to apply. I guess learning has been done, recitation has been done, and now application is what I'm working on right now.
Dope. If there's two things that you can say that this pandemic has done for you with the whole lockdown and everything, what would you say it is if you had two things to say? Let's start with you, Yatta.
You have to definitely learn it. Something that I was already trying to come to terms with was how to be strong on my own, like being comfortable alone, because like we said, we're trying to keep everybody safe, so already you gotta like isolate yourself. You can't really be ganging up as like we used to. You have a lot more personal time, so a lot of the issues that you haven't worked out with yourself mentally, you're front and center with those every single day. And so if you're not happy or confident with yourself, it's gonna eat away at you every single day until you come forefront with it. And you're never going to not appreciate taking the time to get to know and love yourself. That's one thing. And then the second thing, creativity and action is the most important thing that you can do as a human being. So if you're not making some form of action, and if you're letting like inactivity like take over like what you're doing, especially in this pandemic, then you can't really honestly sit and look yourself in the mirror and say you're happy.
Okay. Zavi?
The first lesson I learned was to be okay just in solitude. Kind of just, I don't know, your mind can be a scary place, so sometimes you just gotta kick it with yourself and really get leveled out and just know what you're working with. And getting to know yourself and love yourself is like the most important shit. People clown on self-care, but that shit's great. You just got to take care of yourself. I saw Steve Carell say something like he still gets dressed when he's at home. Even though he didn't have a job, he was still getting dressed at home just because you got to carry yourself good to feel good inside. So that's something I've recently started applying, just trying to treat myself better. And then just riding life out as it's kind of dished out to you.
Right.
Same way a ton of shit can go bad and just miss a line for you and go all the way down to the rabbit hole of just hell. It could do the same thing on the inverse. You can get that many good things in a row and just fucking climb right the fuck out of whatever you're in, whatever situation you are. You just gotta know it's working.
There it is.
Trust in a higher power, whatever you believe.
There it is.
True.
Yep. Self-love is what I heard right there, man. You know?
Absolutely.
And honestly, I'm not going to tell my age, but
26.
You're right, 26. I appreciate the maturity that both of you guys bring to the table. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
I really feel as though that that's what this pandemic has shown to me is how people can create. But at the same time, it has shown to me that mental health is for real. You know, when you're locked into that mirror, you know. And I tell this story all the time. My pop used to make me look in the mirror before I left the school, and he would make me say that I am somebody. And he would make me continue to say I am somebody until I said it as if he felt I believed it.
Yeah.
You know,
It's beautiful.
so
Yeah,
and
you
that today is still one of my I guess exercises, you know, is to tell look myself in the mirror and say that I am somebody, and in me being somebody, then, you know, hopefully I can help somebody.
Affirmations are powerful, man.
Yeah.
It's just speaking into existence.
Words.
I have a homie who, actually my barber, bro. I have the most woke barber. Shout out James.
Shout
This
out
fool
James.
told me that he believes that manifestation is so strong that he would write what he wanted on one piece of paper in a notebook, but he would go back to that same notebook and retrace what he wrote every single day, and he would affirm it physically. And he believed that it made the resonance stronger and all this shit. But I was like, that's pretty fucking smart. He's like, I do that shit till it rips the paper. Like, just stay writing exactly what I want and keep writing and going back. And as long as I keep doing that, I want it. Like,
That's dope.
yeah.
Believe in the power of your own mind, folks. Believe in the power of your perception. Perception is reality, man.
Like 2-hour haircuts, bro. He's hella woke.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't charge for 2 hours.
I'm in there.
Charging you by the hour.
I'm there until like 11 at night. Just elevated, bro.
Because you're getting that same 30.
Yeah.
Right.
The fades be crispy. We got James lined up right
Shout
here
out
real
to
quick.
James.
Oh,
Shout out to
It's
James.
clean.
Got him faded up all
Gotta
the way
plug him.
around. There
Yeah.
it is. What's the name of the shop?
huh? Oh, he just moved shops, but he is he is on Lake Mead in Buffalo. He just switched there, so he's not gonna give me flag for it. But you gotta go, man. It's right beside this crepe station and then the Poli's Pizza. He got his own little salon, like a 75-inch TV in some small room. You can watch the NBA Finals. It's lit.
Hey,
Dope.
shouts Napoli.
Yeah.
Shout out, man. That's fly right there, man. And barbers are key in the community, man. To tell you the truth, you know,
They stick
especially in our community. I mean, that's where a lot of the self care, and that's where a lot of game is exchanged.
Exactly.
You know?
And you're pretty much paying them to be your friend, bro.
Pretty
They stick around longer than homies. I've been with my barber for a minute.
Paying for currency, honestly. It's just like tokens. It's just little tokens of what? Insight.
I served like
Little
7 years
tokens
with
of
this barber
wisdom.
or something. It's crazy.
There it
You
is.
really build a relationship with your barber, too.
You got to,
It's
bro.
like,
You can't
it's
cheat on
weird.
your barber. No.
Yeah.
It feels bad
You know?
when they
you
find out.
Relationship building is good though, man. I think that's what we do every day when we say hello to each other. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? We building a relationship. You know, I'm okay, you okay, we okay. You know?
Sometimes you don't want to build a relationship with somebody, you know.
Yeah.
You're like, sometimes you're a little hello and that's it.
That's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
Hope you have a great day.
That's that feng shui again. You know what I mean? Either we clicking or we not, man. It's that kinetic energy.
Absolutely.
You know, and that we were just talking about that earlier, right?
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
you know, that's a part of positivity 1 and maturity 2 is to know when that energy is not right for you. You
Right.
know, and that's okay. You know, there's it's gonna be a energy, a B energy, a C energy, and if I can't work with you, I can't ridicule you for being a C energy when I'm an A
Right.
energy. I respect that. You know,
Everybody's different.
yeah, the
Yeah.
world is made of many types, and it takes that many types to go around. You know,
Absolutely.
I need you to be you, so I can be
be me.
110% me.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's okay for each person to be their person, and you know, have their thing.
Yeah. It's a
Absolutely.
good outlook.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all, man. You know,
Appreciate
I
you.
really appreciate your dedication and coming. I know that was a little drive for y'all. You know what I mean?
Quick 3.5.
Yeah, quick 3.5.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, we appreciate the opportunity. Appreciate
is.
This is for the culture.
Yeah, I got to find your product. Great product. Hopefully,
what'd you
take
think,
it back.
Xaviii?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Thank you, brother.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Best out.
yeah.
Hands
That was.
down.
I don't know. I touched down from the drive, and that alone, just I was cool with it. Yeah.
There it is. Dope.
I
dope.
could have drove right back home. Just
It's a
got right back in the
luxury
car. Not even said one
Well,
word.
hopefully, man, we can make it to Vegas. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I love to see El Toto up on the billboards out there somewhere, man.
Yeah, no, we're gonna flourish this year. That's definitely that's gonna be
It's
everywhere.
push.
There
It's
it
a push.
is.
That's all it
Positive
is.
attitude brings a positive result, man. Well, all right, man. It's all love here. Anytime y'all have any new projects or got anything that you're trying to push, man, you always welcome here on the Verde Room. You know,
Appreciate
you
it.
guys are a part of the alumni now.
Hey, that's
So,
love.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Bleezy.
Already,
Hey.
baby. Anything else will be uncivilized.
Hey,
You know what
much
I mean?
love.
So yeah, we're gonna look forward to this performance from these two right here. They coming to drop their premiere of Soap. You know what I mean? So
Let's
we're gonna see
go.
what they got popping right here. Coming out the LV.
Let's
Get them.
go.
The Desert. What y'all know about it?
Let's go. 702, baby.
702 then. We got Yatta, Xaviii, Bleezy, the Verde Room. Get them.
You're-
Get him. Go.